It's good to be almost home. You know, I wouldn't have been elected to the United States Senate in the first place were it not for Philadelphia. That's not a joke. All the help and support I got from Philly. Before I begin, we've got a lot of friends to thank. Ryan Boyer, President of Building Trades. Ryan, thank you, pal. I don't know where Ryan's standing. I know he's here. And Danny Bowder, Danny, President of the Central Labor Council. God say hello. And Gary Messino, President of Sheet Metal Workers, Local 19. Thanks for hosting us today. Nothing to it. By the way, I think maybe the worst sentence in English language for somebody who runs a place is, the president's coming. Like, oh my God, nothing but work. Nothing but a lot of work. And by the way, you know, she couldn't be here today because she's celebrating Labor Day in Detroit. But I want to thank Liz Schuler, a great friend, a fearless leader of the AFL-CIO, and a great, great partner. And so many current and former elected officials here today, all friends of mine, friends of labor as well. Governor Shapiro and Senator Fetterman, they couldn't be here today because we're splitting the state. They're taking Pittsburgh and I'm taking Philly. Along with a few friends. By the way, Mayor Kenny is here, I think. Mr. Mayor, you show up here? You were able to come? There he is, under the American flag. Good to see you, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry I keep bugging you all the time. He and I talk more than I think we talk to our staffs. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I tell you what, someone said, you know, that Biden, he's getting old, man. I tell you what. Well, guess what? Guess what? You know, the only thing that comes with age is a little bit of wisdom. I've been doing this longer than anybody, and guess what? I'm going to continue to do it with your help. Look, and one of my friends from my hometown, Bobby Casey from Scranton, Pennsylvania. And, you know, and with Representative Dwight Evans, a good friend, and Brendan Boyle's always there for me, and Mary Kay Scanlon. Mary Kay Scanlon has been a great friend as well. And look, former member, Charlene Parker. Where's Charlotte? She's here. I know I saw her. I know the next mayor. I was about to do that. I was going to see her first. You want to come up here and do this, old buddy? Yeah, I'm happy. I told when I ran for president, I told you I'd have your back. And I have. You know, there are a lot of politicians in this country who don't know how to say the word union. They talk about labor. They don't say union. It's union. I'm one of them. I'm proud to say union. I'm proud to be the most pro-union president according to the experts in American history. And by the way, I make no bones about that. Folks, in this Labor Day, let me tell you what we're celebrating. We're celebrating jobs, good-paying jobs, jobs you can raise a family on, union jobs. You've heard me say it before, but my dad used to have an expression, I swear to God. He'd say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than a paycheck, for real. It's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your dignity. It's about respect. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say, it's going to be okay, and mean it when you say it. And he was right. And I'm determined to make that a reality for every family in this country. And we are making it a reality. Nearly 13,500,000 jobs just since you got me sworn in January of 2020. 800,000 new manufacturing jobs. But you wouldn't know from all the negative news you hear, but we're getting through this one of the greatest job creation periods in American history. For real, that's a fact. And you know, it wasn't that long ago we were losing jobs in this country. In fact, the guy who held this job before me was just one of 2 presidents in history. He was but here's an important point, one of 2 presidents in history that left office with fewer jobs in America than when he got elected office. By the way, you know who the other one was? Herbert Hoover. Isn't that kind of coincidental? Look, but we're turning things around because of you. When the last guy was here, you were shipping jobs to China. Now we're bringing jobs home from China. When the last guy was here, When the last guy was here, your pensions were at risk. We helped save millions of pensions with your help. When the last guy was here, he looked at the world from Park Avenue. I look at it from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I look at it from Claymont, Delaware. Not a joke. Folks, all my time in public office, I've been referred to as middle-class Joe. I guess they thought that was somehow not very complimentary. Well, guess what? That's who I am. And it doesn't mean you're not sophisticated because you're middle class. It means you work like hell, and you know what your family has to work like hell to be able to make it. Well, I'm awful sophisticated about one thing. I know who built this country. I've been saying this since I ran the first time. Let me say it loud and clear. Wall Street didn't build America. The middle class built America, and unions built the middle class.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.